So, Volkswagen has had a great start with their new Volkswagen Tiguan. The question is though, can they carry this on with the new Volkswagen Passat? Now only available as an estate car, and it is now closely related to the Skoda Superb estate. Is this the ultimate true estate car that you can buy in today's world? Let's find out. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. So, let's start with the styling at the front of the Passat, and straight away we can see we have this new design language that Volkswagen is going with at the moment. We get a thin set of LED matrix headlights with the new daytime running light graphic in them, and we also get a slim upper grille and light bar too, which is a new addition to the Volkswagen Passat lineup. Lower down we get the main grille, which makes this car look like it is smiling, and it does also give the styling a bit of uniqueness too. To the side of the main grille we get some thin side vents, and the bonnet also has a limited number of creases too, but the overall front design is very premium and curvy from what we are used to with Volkswagen. Moving around to the side, we get a minimalistic design with only really 2 creases, one through the door handles and another one between the wheels. This does look like a typical estate car, but with a sloping rear window it does look quite sporty. The wheel designs are also modern and sporty too, just like the new Tiguan. Now, one thing I will say is that you can actually see that this car was developed by Skoda. This is because the whole side of the car is a Skoda Superb estate. This was done to keep costs down, and do you know what? I don't care that this is a Skoda estate underneath. It still looks modern, and it does help with the practicality that you will see later in the video. Moving around to the back, and we get a similar design to the new Tiguan. We get these clear tail light lenses with a 3D light graphic in them, as well as a light bar connecting the 2 tail lights together. This piano black panel is also black on the base model too, unlike the Tiguan, and in my opinion this does make the car look much more modern. On the tailgate you get the Passat lettering lower down, and on the bumper you get some gloss black plastic which makes this car look quite sporty, and we also get a fairly decent spoiler up top too. Let's have a look at what engine options you can have with the new Volkswagen Passat variant. So, 4 engine options in the Passat, and it is very easy to choose. There is only one engine option for now, but we should expect some plug-in hybrids to be announced for the 3rd quarter of 2024. The engine option that you can get at the moment is a legendary 1.5 litre engine with 148 brake horsepower one. This is a mild hybrid engine, so it does also have a small electric motor, and which will give this car a bit of a boost at lower speeds. 0 to 62 is done within 9.2 seconds, and it sends the power to the front wheels through a 7-speed automatic DSG gearbox. The price of the new Volkswagen Passat variant starts at £38,480, which isn't bad considering that it is based on a Skoda Superb, and you can only get it as an estate, as well as the amount of equipment levels that you can get. Let's have a look at the interior. So, climb inside the new Passat and you get a very similar design to the new Tiguan. We get this black panel that stretches the dashboard, and this houses the instrument cluster in front of the driver and a cool graphic that says Passat and lights up at night with ambient lighting. In the front of the black panel you get the new 15-inch MIB4 infotainment system, and this is the one we are seeing on most new Volkswagen cars at the moment. It works very well and is very easy to use, and you also get light up touch sensitive buttons. The system though in this car isn't as good as what it is in the Tiguan though. This is because this car misses out on the multifunctional knob that the Tiguan gets, and to be honest, for me it is a big shame, as that is a very easy feature to use. You do get a lot of storage now in the centre console, which makes up for this. The indicator stalks are just like the Tiguan's too, which means you get the gear selector near the steering wheel. Talking of the steering wheel, we get the same design as the Tiguan, which means you don't get touch sensitive buttons on it anymore, which is a very good thing. The seats are very similar to the Tiguan's too, which means they are very supportive and comfy, and you can easily do long journeys in them, perfect for what this car is made for. Let's have a look and see what it is like in the back. So, getting into the back of the Passat, and this is where the Skoda part of the car really starts to shine through. There is more than enough legroom and headroom, and it is perfect too, even with the panoramic roof, which is an option. You can easily relax in the back, and there is also more ambient lighting on the door, like what you will find on the front of the passenger seat on the dashboard. You also get an armrest with integrated cup holders, and even a phone or tablet holder so you can watch movies in the back. You also get your own rear climate control system, rear USB-C ports, and even rear heated seats. You also get rear roller blinds for the doors, and you also get rear seat back pockets with phone pockets too, like what any other new Volkswagen has. Let's have a look and see what the boot space is like. Considering it is based on a Skoda, I would expect it to be good. So, opening the boot electronically, and you are welcomed with a huge and practical 690 litres of boot space with the seats up. Folding the seats down from the boot area, this increases to almost 2,000 litres at 1,920 litres. For the plug-in hybrid model, it does decrease down to 510 litres, but it is still much better than any Mercedes plug-in hybrid model, and it is still very much usable. So, the Volkswagen Passat variant. Now based on the Skoda, it is much better than before, and it is much more practical and has better looks than before too. It also shows that Volkswagen has changed as a brand from 2020, when the ID3 and Golf were originally launched. The true test will be though when we test the Golf Mark 8.5 facelift to see if this has definitely improved the brand over the old model and over the 2020 Volkswagen brand. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.